Citizens, and welcome back to the Verse. We're in the Verse. It is Wednesday the 17th. I have really, for the most part, been away not only from Star Citizen, but from my home since the 29th. I did put out those videos that I had pre-recorded, and lots has happened, and yet also, not a lot has happened. For instance, when I pull out my ship here, I'm not going to have a personal hangar quite yet. I'm going to talk about that in the video, but what I'm going to do here right now is we're going to check. Vulture is at Port Tressler. That's not going to help me out at all. So instead, we're going to get the, let's get the Pisces. Nope, it's going to take 3 minutes to get that. What ship can I just quickly grab? The Nomad. Let's get that Nomad. We're going to take it, and we're going to head out. Because I'm going to go to another location, and I'm going to kind of start from there. So I'm just going to set up shop at a different location. Now, before I get on my ship, I will check to make sure I have Hangar 3 geared up myself, so I'm ready to go. The lack of a map and UI, although there was a map a moment ago. I was about to say, that tells me I didn't have a helmet. But there's the map back again. Do I have a helmet? I don't. I have just magical eyeballs. Maybe it's like contact lens. I like this undersuit. That's good. No inventory showing up. Let's do a little bit more of a walk. There we go. This is why I wish there was like an auto stacking feature so that I could start putting all these here. I definitely should start selling some of my looted multi-tool things here, but I know I bought some med pens. Let's grab those. They would be right at the end, yes? No, I can do custom. I can figure it out this way. Medical. There we go. Got lots of med pens. Zoom out so I can fit them on. There we go. Does this not hold? Oh, it's because it's there. Okay, it's hidden. We got it. We're getting it. There we go. So we got the med pins. We need a helmet. What helmet should we get? Something with face coverage. That's a nice green one. There you go. It matches the hair. And because I've got lots of weapons, might as well go grab ourselves a handgun, even though chances of me using this are pretty much zero. There we are. We're ready to go. We're going to head to Faithful Dream. We're going to start over there. We are having issues with the server, and I'm definitely going to switch servers before I go do some salvaging, because this is a little laggy. So I'm going to head to Faithful Dream. I'm going to claim my Vulture, change servers, and then we're going to talk a bit about some stuff that's happened, as well as just kind of showing you a great way to make a little bit extra money. Because before I left for my trip, I did spend almost all my money on a Vulture over at Astro Armada here, and then I'm going to go use that, and I'm going to go do some salvage. But I'm not going to do component salvage, not going to do ship salvage. I'm going to go get some panels. So I'm going to show you how I find panels and how much money you can make just kind of doing that. Nice and relaxing. Going to be super fun. So I'll join you back when I am set up and ready to go.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Okay, first things first, we're going to go get ourselves some supplies out of the Pisces that I just claimed. And the reason why is because why not? Free supplies. Let's go get them. Although, I was pleasantly surprised to find that I did have cruise. Although it's green cruise, wow, at least it's cruise, so we have something if we need it. But while I was waiting for the 9-minute claim time on the Vulture, why not take advantage of the 4-minute claim time on the Pisces Rescue? So this is a ship that I definitely say buy this one in game. Oh, I'm still not used to that. See? Yes. I'm still not used to the change in which button is crouch in this game. So let's grab some stuff here. Let's start grabbing all these freebies here. This is a loophole that I do see CAG eventually closing. Fun fact, during one of the expos, I was able to loot the Pisces that was on display in the expo hall. Fun stuff. Alright, so we got that. Now let's close this. I haven't changed servers, but the server seems to have recovered a bit, so I will take it. Alright, get some more med pens. Got some snacks and some water, and I think we are good. Oh, there's one more. Perfect. Got ourselves some snacks. So yeah, this is a ship that I say is worth buying in game. Not only is it a good source of food. If you don't have food at a station, you can just claim it and then loot it. And I leave everything I loot in that station. So the next time I'm here, there'll be some stuff if I need it. So I'll take maybe a bottle of cruise with me in the Vulture, but everything else I'll just leave here. But also, if you're stranded on the ground, you can claim those at the Platinum Bay, and then you're able to get out. Minute and 23. We're pretty close. Ooh, that was fast. We'll just look out the window until the Vulture's ready to go. On our way to the Vulture, we're going to go do our salvaging. This is so fun. I haven't been doing this in a while. Standard yellow. I haven't really added anything to this. I don't have any paints, although with Foundation Fest, which is on right now, I could get a Vulture paint in this account. Actually, I might have one in this account from last year. I'm not sure, but it is Foundation Fest. I've missed most of the first weekend, so I was hoping to take part in more of that, but I managed to get my guiding sessions in. I don't know how, but I managed it. So that led to a little bit of an issue. CIG, well, first of all, CIG posted on the Foundation Fest announcement that you could get rewards for guiding, which is the same as every year, which led to me trying to get guiding sessions. It's really hard to find people who want to actually have guided sessions and not just want a free stuff just so they don't want to take part, but they want the stuff. Understandable. Every year, that's fine, but I actually enjoy either being guided and learning something or guiding someone else, and I was able to do that. But they said if you do those things, you would get some gear. Also, if you do the stuff on the weekend, you will get some extra gear. And last year, that gear was giftable. So the suits that they were giving out for doing those sessions, the ones that were the weekend giveaways, were giftable. And I gave those away to other people. So I'm hoping that is the case this year. But I don't know. Because then they put out, I think it was Inside Star Citizen, they put out something else. A little note saying that gear would be given away at the end of the event, not at the end of the week. So conflicting interest, or information, I should say. So I did send a message on Spectrum, hoping to get clarification. I didn't get any from there. But then, even without finding, like, getting information, I got some stuff. So it is not at the end of the event, it is at the end of, like, the week, which is really more like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. However, I got the wrong stuff, and I was very confused by that. I thought maybe I just wasn't paying attention. And then somebody else posted it, and there was a response from CIG saying they made a mistake on the stuff you get. So if you thought you were going to get, say, the hat and the 100 eye paint, and you got the wrong stuff, don't worry, CIG halted rolling out those items because they reversed the lists, I'm guessing. So people were getting guide stuff when they were being guided and vice versa, and they're going to remove those items. So you're unfortunately not going to keep them, but you can give them back. I didn't get my armor for doing 3 sessions yet, so I don't know, maybe those are still at the end of the month, so I can't say for fact if those are ones that you can use for gifting to other people, so we'll find out about that. So hopefully we'll find the information about that soon enough. Hello, citizens! This is a little bit of an kind of a behind the scenes of my crappy editing program that I use. I don't really talk about what I use as far as making my videos. Maybe I should do that one time. Anyways, this is just a quick thing to say that while I'm editing this video, I was actually got a bit of an update for you on what I'm just talking about here. And that's that I got the armor that you get for doing your sessions over the weekend. It actually did show up. And unfortunately, unlike last year, it is not giftable, which is understandable because CIG probably wouldn't want a bunch of people finding a way to get a bunch of those armors just to build up a supply when they do sell those armors. But it's really unfortunate because I was hoping on giving those armors away. So I won't be able to do that because they are not giftable, but they did show up. So everything is showing up. It seems like end of week, not end of event. That's the answer I have for you. Also, I didn't really talk about it. I might near the end of the video about the referral bonus that's going on right now. So if you are thinking about getting into the game, you're taking part in the free fly, make sure you use a referral code like the one on my screen or the link below, which is guaranteed to work, and get yourself a referral code when you make your account. That way, if you do get yourself a game package and there's a referral bonus going on like there is right now, you'll get yourself that bonus. You always get a little bit extra money, but right now you're also getting yourself a POA Nox hover bike if you get yourself a game account with a referral code during this time. So pretty cool. I'm happy about that, but I'm not really happy about the fact that we don't get to give away the armor that we get during Foundation Fest. I thought it made sense because during Foundation Fest it's all about community. It'd be really great for me to be able to give you guys more. But watching these videos, being subscribed to these videos allows me to make money. Every time I make money in this channel, I'm using that to give back by hosting giveaways of things that I'm buying. So hopefully I'll be able to have a giveaway relatively soon. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. Last time, I believe it was last Foundation Fest, I used the package I bought and I played with that and showed how to do game loops with that game. Maybe I'll do something similar. I haven't decided. So now back to salvage. So what we're going to do now is we are just going to go and start looking for panels. I'm going to show you how I find panels. So first thing I want to do is I want to be moving at a fairly good speed, which right now is slow because I'm in my gun mode. So I'm going to go to quantum mode. That just gives me a little bit more speed. So 330-ish, that's pretty good. Just make sure you don't fly into anything. And now we're going to go into scan mode. I'm going to hit tab. And this is where I'm not liking the nuke, because like look at these things right here on the edge. If I turn away, I don't know there's anything there. Like I have to like point at them. But basically 2000 is your friend. So right now that signature, the RS signature, it's right up here. It says 17. We don't want that. 1850. We don't want that. What we want is we want multiples of 2000. And so I'm just gonna look around. 1900. There is 2000 exactly. That's one panel. If you have 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, that's 2, 3, 4 panels, but there is a panel showing up here. So let's keep tab so we can see it. Now this is another issue I'm going to have with panels in this game right now, and that is they aren't really showing up for you. When you're trying to find them, they kind of disappear on you, and you have to really go slow when you get close. So I'm going to actually switch back to SEM mode, even though I'm not really close enough yet. But when you get about 3,000 away, it's good to go to SEM mode. And that's just because you have your shields up in case you need them. But I'd get a bit closer, and when I'm closer, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So as I got closer, that signal disappeared. I'm going to go back into scan mode. Just confirm that it's not this one. No. And this is the issue I'm having. The panels sometimes disappear, sometimes they're there, sometimes they're not. And sometimes, when you get there and you know where they are, oh, there we go. Is that them? You have to be really close from the pop-up. So they're really hard to find. This looks like rocks. This does not look like... These are not panels. These are just stones. Okay, so those aren't them. So it's easy to lose the panels you're looking for because they just kind of disappear. And you have to be like 100 meters away before they load in. I don't know if that's a server lag issue or if it's something with how it's being done, but unfortunately I think I lost those panels, but it was one panel which was going to be hard to find anyway. So I'm going to quickly do more scan. I'm going to find some more panels, and we're going to do that. But see, like, I have to swing around to find all the pings that are showing up. Like, I don't know if there's any more around until I get them. Now this one says unknown, 10k away. That's too far. I want to find the RF signature of a multiple of 2,000. And all those are just showing up as unknown signals. So maybe we're going to fly out a bit more. Well, that went 17. There we go. Or is that the one I just had? Those are rocks I just had. What's this one say? Oh. What is... I can't get the RF signature. Oh, there we go. 1900. That's not what I want. I don't want to fly towards the... There's 3 kilometers. I don't want to fly towards the station if I can help it, just because then I'm not going to be too close to where people could find me and in an armistice zone. Now this here is kind of purpley, or bluish I should say, so that is what we're looking for. So we're just going to fly up to this and get ourselves into our salvage mode. Now this is a small panel. It's not going to be worth a ton, but we're just getting the RMC, and the RMC is super valuable. You're getting about 14 grand per SU of that. So we're just going to aim ourselves. What I like to do is I kind of get into the position I want to get in. And once I have that angle, I'm just going to tap G. That's going to turn on my gimbal. So now my ship is locked. And we're just going to start. We're going to start scraping this ship and see how much goodness we can get off this panel. So I'll just scrape this for a bit, and when we're done, we're going to come back and see the total so far of one panel. Now, if you look here, we already got 0.1 SCU. Each SCU is about 14 grand, but an easy way to do the math is just think every decimal point, you can get 1,000 UEC for that easy, which means we're already up to 3 grand just in this little bit here. So I'm going to keep going, and we're going to just suck all this up. So we're at 1 SCU now, doing all right. Now, a lot of changes have happened with master modes, and at the same time, our HUD. And some of them are good, but there are some things that kind of I wish they'd have back. One of them is the old UI for salvage. When I used Alt and mouse wheel and I can spread and move these, it does show up in those little, like, the lights. You can see, like, I've got these apart now. They're wider, and then I can get them back together. But it actually used to show you how far apart or close they were visually. There was like a 0.3 meters or 2 meters or whatever it was. It would tell you what it was. I wish they'd bring that back. Also, just like what I've complained about many times, especially with rock mining, the fact that things on the periphery of your vision don't show up on your HUD because they wanted to make it neater and cleaner has really done a disservice to a lot of the industries like salvage. Because if there's more than one panel, they don't show up on the edge of my HUD, so I don't know where they are. If I need to swing over to another panel and find that panel, it's actually a lot of work to try to do that. The fracture doesn't show you any information also. See this? I've got them too far apart now. The fracture doesn't really show any information. It used to show like a percentage of, like, a little countdown wheel, like a loading wheel almost, to where you were in as far as getting the fracturing done. I wish they bring that back. So a lot of little changes that I hope they come back, but we're already over 2 SCU just on this one panel. It's actually going to get us quite a bit off this panel. I don't remember how much these panels give you, but right now we are 79% of the panel remains, so we're doing good. Now that does still show up. That's right here, showing us the percentage of this panel. Now if you're doing a ship, it's the percentage of the point that you're doing. So if you're doing a wing, it might just show you the percentage of that wing, but not the hull. But the panels are all just one piece, so that's the percentage that we have left of a panel. So based on that, we're looking at maybe 10 or 11 SU off of this one panel, which is pretty good. Okay, just a little bit here, and we are going to hit G so that we can turn off our gimbals and rotate a bit. I know you really shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, which is salvaging or mining so close to a station, but really, I just claim this. I'm not really carrying that much on me. if someone found me and tried to attack me and I wasn't able to escape, it's not a big deal. But if you're worried about getting attacked, just head out a bit farther from the station before you start pinging and scanning. Maybe hit up the air and halo. There are panels back in there again, so you can do that. So we're just going along. The outline of this has turned from green to yellow. Pretty soon, it's going to turn to red. I think that happens at about, oh, there you go. I was going to say about 30%, but 32% it's red. So the color of it tells you how much material is remaining on this. Now, I'm not actually sure if you can break up these panels afterwards for the other type of material, but I'm not going to bother because the value of that is not nearly there. Also, there's no current way to purge a vulture unless you just claim it. So if you've got like 0.2% of an SCU of something you don't want, it's always going to be there and you can't easily remove it. So I'd rather just right now gather the one type of material which I know is valuable. So I'm going to do that. Just keep going up on here. So yeah, it's been a while. Hopefully everyone's been doing okay and having a fun time in the verse. Hopefully it's not been too laggy. I really thought when I left that I'd come back to a personal hangar. And it's now been like a week after I got back. And I had, you know, family visiting, and so I still wasn't really around. I wasn't even at the house for the most part. Still no hangars. I am a little bit surprised, but, you know, at least they're going through iterations of testing. With hangars, I think something like this will even be better, because I'll be able to land my Vulture in a hangar and put it all into like the cargo elevator and then unload the buffer and do it again, and really increase the amount you can sell at one time without having to travel back and forth between your ship and the admin terminal. So I think that is actually going to really make salvage a lot more fun. Same with things like guns and other cargo. Just loot those, store them, and keep going. So I think I might be pretty close when I said about 11 SU off this panel, because we are at 9.5. We got just under 20% to go, so let's keep going on that. So what else happened besides, you know, a big nothing with the update for hangars? I mean, I can't remember if they changed the patch, so it was going to be 3.23.1 or 2, whatever it is, but now it's going to be 3.24. I think that happened while I was away. It might have happened beforehand. Understandable from CIG's point of not wanting to say we were going to put out quarterly patches and we only managed 1 or 2 this year. It's easier to say we got 3 out by changing the name of one of them. So they'll do that. The rewards thing, I kind of talked about that. So once I'm done this, I'll go check out the my hangar, see if anything's been fixed or changed or any update has happened on those stuff. Oh, there was some news while I was away. Really? I mean, it was technically before I left, but I only found out about it while I was away. And it's actually kind of, for me personally, kind of sad news. A game I like, a game I talked about, one of the few other games I've talked about on this channel, since I've kind of mainly just focused on Star System on this channel, Kerbal Space Program. Yeah, Kerbal Space Program. It, I talked about it. It was like free on Epic Games because they were about to release Kerbal Space Program 2, which I was so excited about. Multiplayer, system, base building, all of that. It appears pretty much dead in the water. It appears pretty much that game has been canceled. So they kind of upgraded it so I can do a little bit more with Kerbal Space Program 2, but it looks like a lot of what we're really hoping for is gone. And so hopefully, hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully someone else picks up the license and is able to work on that game, because I love that game. It is such an amazing game, and it has so much potential. But unfortunately, fortunately, as it stands right now, I think Kerbal Space Program is done. Look at that. We're at 4% left, 11.3. I might not get 100% because there's like little bits of the edges that are hard to get sometimes, but I think we can call that there. That looks awesome. So, I'm just going to do a little more scanning. Try to find more panels. 16, 50, 17, 17, 19. I'm going to go around, try to find some more panels. We'll see if we can get some more stuff. For a split second there, I thought that was 38,000. That would have been amazing. It was not. All right, we have promising signature. Oh, now they switched on us. There we go. That one there. 12,000. So we're going to try to head to this signature. Now, this is where things get kind of dicey because while we're going close, they're going to kind of disappear. We want to be moving slow and just try to... So see, those 2 marks showed up. So we're going to head towards those 2 marks. But now it's 3 marks. But look, there's nothing there. So we have to go real slow. Super slow. And keep pinging and hope that these panels are going to show up. There we go. And look at that one popped up. How far away was that? Super close. So this is the issue with panels, is that they're just taking forever to show up. And there's probably still more around here, but they're just not loading in. And I don't see them. And I have to like swing. Ooh, what's that? Oh, it's too close. That's my jump point. So I have to like swing around to like find the panels. Like that panel doesn't show up at the edge of my screen. I have to like point right at it. So that's what's making this hard, is stuff like that. But we got 1 panel here. Hopefully I can get more to show up. Maybe they'll kind of load in while I'm doing this one. But I'm going to just go into my mode here. Line myself up. And we're going to keep sucking up the delicious ship hauls here. Making ourselves some money. Now once I get close to 13, I'm going to stop and unload my buffer before I continue on. I don't want to go right up to the point where it tells me that my my buffer's full, because you will technically lose a little bit. So right now I'm at 11.7. When I'm at like even like just over 12, I'll go unload 12 1SU containers, and then I'll head back into the pilot seat and continue working. So we're at 11.9 here. There we go, 12. We'll do 12.1. There you go. So we're just going to get out of our seat. This is why it's good to make sure you have a multi-tool and tractor beam before you head out, because we're going to need it in order to unload this. And I'm pretty sure, I just now realized, did I double check that I had my tractor beam? We'll find out. I'm going to go auto eject. That keeps putting out the 1SU boxes after 1 is gone. I do have my tractor beam. Perfect. And now we're just going to start stacking. Now, if I really wanted to, I would start stacking all the way across, even getting ones over here. But since I'm not going to try to go for maximum profit right now, I just want to do a few panels, I'm going to just kind of worry about this. What else can I talk about while I do this? So, yeah, I went to Chicago, watched the Stones. That was great. Chicago is what I remember, only being cooler this time than the last time I was there. It was so hot the last time I was there. On top of that, they were getting ready for the, what was it called? The Indy street race or whatever it was. So that was, you know, made some areas a little bit cordoned off, but that was all right. Yeah, I had a beautiful view out of my hotel. So that was kind of cool. I was on floor 20, I believe it was. So it was fun. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Then I had to drive back. I went to like an estate sale in the middle of nowhere. I don't like driving on the toll highways. I'd rather just kind of take back roads and explore. So that was fun. Went to Rice Lake. Loved it there. That was super great. Then into Canada. I got out of Toronto before the torrential rains and floods that they're currently having. So that was good for me. And yeah, I am now trying to think of what I should eat while I'm here, because now that we don't have guests, now that I'm not on vacation anymore, I've ate so much restaurant food and things like that that I think it's for the best if I try to eat something healthy. So maybe I'll make like a stir fry or something today. Why did that not work? There we go. So I think, is that it? Oh no. It's because I was blocking the doorway too long. So we'll do this. Hello, door. Yeah, like I ate a lot of food that wasn't really the best while I was away. I mean, I can be divisive here. I didn't really eat Chicago-style pizza because I don't like it. I did have Detroit-style pizza while in Chicago. That was delicious. I do like that. What was the name of the place? It was like a chain. Jet Pizza? I liked it. It was good. Honestly, though, the best food I had after eating, you know, restaurant food the whole time, just Subway. Having some veg. That was pretty good. Yeah, the hotel food was really good, but it was really weird that like they have like plastic forks and knives and styrofoam plates when you're in somewhere fairly fancy. Also, not super environmental. The hotel I stayed in Rice Lake had one of my favorite hotel staples, which is what is that happening there? Which is the do-it-yourself waffle maker. So that was kind of fun. And yeah, and then I just ate, you know, food that I really enjoy when I go to Toronto. There's a place called Bread and Roses, and I got to like go there and have a sandwich. They make some macaroons that I just love there. When I got back, here's some cool news. I think I mentioned this before. I was getting solar in my house. They finally installed the reversible meter in my house while I was away. However, it was super hot, super sunny, no clouds, and my solar system wasn't turned on because it had to wait till I got back to have access inside my house and turn it on and get that set up. So it wasn't actually turned on until, I guess it's been, I think it was Thursday they turned it on. And since then, I've generated like 200 kilowatt hours that have gone back on the grid. So where I live, I don't know if you can actually earn a profit. There was at one point, but I think they kind of got rid of that. But you can at least earn credits. So when I'm not generating as much in the winter, I should be able to like save some cash. So right now I'm producing more than I'm using. So pretty excited about that. Because that 200 kilowatts, that is what I've put back into the grid. That doesn't even count the stuff that I used while we were generating power. So pretty awesome about that. I don't know what else I can talk about. There's been a lot happening. Something kind of unfortunate happened when I was trying to do... I didn't really talk about this earlier. When I was trying to do... during Invictus, I guess it was. I was going to get the Invictus Titan and use that as a giveaway. And unfortunately, something messed up with PayPal. They didn't like that I was buying virtual ships. I don't know why. They tried to stop me. They stopped me. I shouldn't say they tried to. They stopped me. And so that ship disappeared. The thing didn't go through. It went through, then it didn't go through, and I didn't notice. And I wasn't able to get that. I tried to contact CIG because... I thought they could help me out, and they responded about 2 weeks later, so unfortunately I wasn't able to get anything sorted out. But the good news is, since I wasn't able to do that, I'm going to get myself a cutter pack. I'm going to make sure it worked on this time, and so there will be a cutter pack as a giveaway in an upcoming video. So if you potentially want to get yourself a cutter pack, just make sure you're subscribed to know when that happens. I don't know when I'm going to do that or how I'm going to do that. Okay, so there were panels closer by, but I don't know where they are because they don't show up. They don't load up. So let's try to find a few more. No, no, no. No, like it was kind of in this direction, was it not? So if I drive slow, driving. If I fly slow, maybe they'll pop in, but this is the issue with panels. Easy money, but they don't always show up, so you gotta kind of like... It's better if you can get them all to show up at once. Like, I've had, like, 3 or 4 show up at one time. And then they stay there while you're working on it. But right now, I'm just going to have to go this way and just try to find some more. So I'm going to do that. We're going to do one more group of panels, or at least a singular panel if possible. And then we're going to go sell. Got 6,000 up here. Let's hope that this works. Now, I know Pierce levels change what you can scan. There's 3 things showing up right there, so I'm going to aim towards them. But I don't know exactly how those affect. I know it's like kind of sometimes the angle that you're going at and everything, so if someone knows exactly what I should be having my Pierce set up for scanning, if that helps or makes any difference, let me know. But we slowed down. Now look at it. If I tab, none of those are kind of showing up. So I'm just going to go slow in this heading and hope that those panels show up. If I go back into scan mode, maybe. Oh, there. Panel showed up. Panel showed up. Is there any more panels? No, we got 2 panels. But those ones are there now. But see, like, that panel there, there's one beside me, but I wouldn't know unless I spin around and try to find it. Like, where's that panel? There it is. That's the issue with the new HUD. So 2 panels at least. I thought there was 3. There is 3 somewhere, but the other one won't show up until I get within like 50 meters of it. So that's going to be a no-go. But we're going to go... Ooh, I went too far. There we go. We're gonna suck up both of these. Oh, maybe it's this one. Maybe that's the 3rd. There is 3 panels. That's a tiny little panel. I'm going to suck up all 3 of these panels, and we'll see how much we make on my little endeavor. So I'm just going to go and get these going. There we go. That is a weird change, where if I have these over here and I turn my gimbals off, it leaves them over there. You'd think they would center back up. But we're okay. We're going to get this going. And I'm going to do this, and then I'll join you again with the final haul. So I'm just going to try to unload as much as I can now into the cargo hold here. Now I know I can fit more if I actually put boxes into space and then load from the back exterior-wise and then come back the other way. I'm not that concerned with that. I'm just going to do it this way. I'm going to just fit as much as I can. And then once that's done, whatever I can fit into the buffer after that, because I do have some more of that one last panel. Or maybe I'll get the whole panel. We'll find out. And then, I think we're good. We're going to go sell. So let's get this box up there. Sometimes one of the grid areas doesn't stack, and it's from like selling things that are sitting on the grid while it's in the grid, I think. I don't know exactly the cause of it, but there's really no fix besides claiming the ship I find. So this is the part where it's getting a little bit hairy, because if I make a mistake and I'm not fast enough and I'm blocking the output area, it's going to stop working on me. Nice. And I'm probably at this point going to do that because I'm trying to do this. Or, oh, I lucked out. Okay, so I still have some room. I can fit a whole buffer in, but I actually could technically get 2 more boxes out of the buffer if I needed to. So we're going to be pretty full. This is actually going to be a better haul than I was originally thinking. That little tiny panel basically gave me nothing, but at least it was there. It's always better to find these panels. They are a little bit of an odder shape. You kind of got to go around the corners, but overall, I still like getting these panels here. Now, when salvage first happened, not only was the UI better in my opinion, but also it was like 890s and C2s all over the place that you were finding. I kind of like it better that there's less ships, although there are still ships out there, and panels. You have to go find them. Now, you can find ships just floating around in the asteroids as well. At least I think so. But they... I don't know the RF signatures for them. What I should really do is I should take jobs for different types of ships that I'm looking for and scan them and see what the RF signatures are and see if there's a way to find them that way. That'd be kind of an interesting way to go. They did talk about that in the Mission Givers Inside Star Citizen or Star Citizen, This Week in Star Citizen, whatever it was, about how the salvage missions are there to kind of get people to get into salvage by showing you, here's what you can go do, here's some ships. But then to go find them on their own. So that made it sound like there are still ships kind of floating around on their own. I know the cargo you find in the more illegal missions are better, but I would love to find some wild ships full of gold. For that, I'd really like if you could find a ship, and just like you can buy a claim, if you found a derelict ship, you could actually claim it, which would basically at least mark it. That would be great. If I could find a ship in the wild by using, say, the Cutter Scout, which has better scanning, and then mark it as a claim that I could go back with a cargo ship to unload or a salvage ship to scrap. And at least the claim would be a mark, even if it wasn't necessarily meaning that no one else could claim that ship or salvage that ship. I would love that. That would make salvage so much more fun. So I'm hoping for something like that in the future. But right now, look at this. Like, I had 0.9 in that buffer, I think. It was less than a full SU, but we're up to 2.9 already. So we're going to get not a full buffer, but we're going to get a bunch more. I mean, we still have over 50%, so that's like 6 SU on this panel. So we're going to keep going, finish up this panel, and then it's time to sell. I think that's basically it. I think we're good. So let's get out of here. We're going to go... Now, I was thinking I'm going to go to Lorville because selling at Area 18 is pretty much impossible. Should I risk it? Yeah, let's go to Lorville. Like, we're pretty close to Lorville. We'll try selling there. Now, I don't want to sell at one of the... I know you can sell out the junkyards. I can't remember what they're called. The depots. I think we're okay. We're just going to go to Lorville and sell. Kind of more annoying because it is a bit more of a work to get back to your ship in order to sell again. But at least the admin terminals are right near Habs, so it's not like you have to take the train to the TDD. But overall, I prefer Area 18 if I'm selling in general salvage. And the reason for that, if you watch my videos, you'll know I like that I can sell weapons and components at Dumpers Depot. I can sell construction materials and the scrapings at the admin and the TDD, and they're all within a short walk from each other from the hab. So if I land my ship, and then even if I like log out and log back in, I'm already at the habs and able to sell at those two areas, which does speed things up. With the upcoming hangars, it'll be even better because I can just unload into the hangar and then not worry about it and get right back out to salvaging, which is what I'm doing now. Now, because I was at HURL 2, it's a very short jump over to Hurston here. Not too bad at all. So we're just going to go to Lorville. I wonder if it's daytime. I don't mind landing at Lorville at night. It's a very easy place to land at. I just hope for daytime because it seems like it's always night when I'm landing, and visually for content creation, having a nice brightly lit area for everyone to see is usually a bit better. So we're just going to come into the planet here. We're going to have a quick cooldown of our jump drive because it was a short jump, and then we're going to go head to the city. So, cooldown there. We're about halfway. I haven't done anything with this. This is all stock. I will say one thing that I don't use is the tractor beam on this. And I do usually switch out. Maybe I would switch out, have different scrapers as my primary scrapers, and replace the secondary ones with the abrade ones that I'm using now, and get rid of the tractor beam. The tractor beam I could see awesome for multi-crew. So if you were in something like a reclaimer and you had someone just using a tractor beam to grab pieces and hold them and rotate them while someone else is scraping, or taking the pieces and bring them in front of the claw so that they could munch them down. But I find the tractor beam is more trouble than it's worth in the Vultures. I don't tend to use it because the Vulture, you're single seat, you're operating everything from the pilot seat, you're able just to move and position yourself. I really don't see the point of the tractor beam. It is nighttime. Look at that, beautiful nighttime, just like I said. What is that? Oh, that's the space station. Very well lit up. Yeah, nighttime. Was not expecting daylight, just hoping for it. So we're going to come in for a landing here. As I said, very easy to find this spaceport because it has this like ring of blue rectangles around it. Like I can show you, there's like a rectangle. There's one here, 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 right there, there. So it's easy to find the location, even if there wasn't these markers for showing you some ships landed there. Why is the text so tiny for the ATC up there? That was weird. All right, so we're relatively close now. I'm going to request
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
hangar. There it is. We're going to go to this hangar here. I'm still getting used to some changes, like the slower speed. I know someone said I can fix that about having my landing gear down. Although you can boost with your landing gear. So if you say if I put my landing gear down now, I mean this is too slow. I can boost. Oh, that was the wrong button. I can boost and speed myself up if I needed to. So there's still that. But we're just gonna come in this little hangar here. It's gonna be interesting to see the different size of hangars. I really wish when we do get personal hangars that we could have hangars with the front entrance and not the side entrance, because I like those better. But I don't see that happening because not too many locations have them. Like Lorville doesn't. Microtech does on some of the locations. I guess maybe it depends on where you are in the size. Like if I am at Orison or at Microtech and I only have like a cutter. Ooh, I bounced off something there. Maybe I would have a front entrance hangar. And then if I have a bigger ship, I guess I can have a different one. So I guess I could move myself a little more centered here. Come in for a nice landing after whacking into something. But I didn't do any damage, surprisingly, because I didn't have any shields up.
Have a pleasant stay.
And look at all of that. Some hydrogen, basically no quantanium. That is one great thing about the Vulture, is it does have a lot of range. Now, I don't think I have any food here. So, while I'm out and about, I might have to buy some of that. Now, that way is blocked. So, we're gonna go with the frontier. And just like any other Vulture owner, ignore that ladder, just run down the end and jump off, because it's always fun. What's in here? Oh, that's the medical elevator. We're gonna go. I think this will be kind of like what will be the cargo elevators eventually, or maybe they're over there somewhere. But the hangars will look different. It might be soon that I don't really see this look anymore. Although the new ones kind of have the same look, I find. We're gonna go into here. And we're gonna go store our ship. And then we're gonna go cough our lungs out, and then we're gonna go sell our goods. So it's gonna take 2 trips to sell. I'm gonna sell everything that is currently in my Vulture, and then I'm gonna have to come back to the hangars, to the ASOP terminals here, take out my ship again, pull everything out of the buffer, and then sell it again.
Welcome.
Like I said, with the cargo elevators coming up, I'm hoping that that would be a thing of the past. I'm hoping that we will no longer have to do that. It'll also be interesting if they do any wipe. Like, am I going to lose these ships? I still have the 890, or like the 600. I haven't really used those.
You are blocking an active flight bay. Please vacate
How
the
am I blocking an active fight bay? I think I already stored my ship, didn't I? Is it stored? It is stored. Okay. No worries. Let's go sell our stuff. Now, like I said, I could just log out to menu and log back in, and then I'm in the habs and ready to go. But I, for one, enjoy kind of exploring the cities, and I enjoy the part of like moving around in trains. I know a lot of people like. I mean, the changes to. Ooh, let's get this train first. I don't like missing trains. The people that didn't like originally that the Vulture only expelled basically 2 at a time. It'd expel 1, and then it would say the other one's blocked, and you'd go down there, you'd stack your 1, pull the other one, stack it. You'd have to get up every 2 SU. People didn't like that. People complained, so they added the buffer, which I, in my mind, think that buffer is way too big. But I can understand. Lots of complaints. Lots of people didn't like it. People don't like that you have to take trains. You have to like be in a habitat, and you have to get to your ship. People are even complaining that you have to, like, you know, buy weapons more than once. That you should just be able to have the weapon you want whenever you want it. I mean, you gotta work for your stuff, I think. And that's because I enjoy the industry playing. I don't enjoy just shooting and fighting. If you enjoy just shooting and fighting, I guess there's still Arena Commander. You can do that. So we're gonna go up here. This way. I think this way. Yes. No, that's perimeter line.
Welcome to Metro Center. Transfer
This way.
perimeter, spaceport, and industry line.
And then through here, we're going to go to admin. There it is.
See a habitation rep for details.
We're going to see how much we made. We were at 177, I believe. 177.9. So 178. That's where we were to start out. Some admins I noticed have terminals on the outside now, so you don't even have to go through the doors. Look at. So you don't have to complain on Spectrum that you have to wait for a door to open just to sell something. Vulture. Let's go. So we have, so far, 21, which is my usual amount when I jam it in there. I know you can fit slightly more, but 21 is the way to go. Cannot sell. Do they not sell here? Does this sell at... Maybe this sells at TDD. Maybe you do have to go to TDD. Oh, I should double check. Oh, wait. Maybe it's just no demand. No. Okay, so we just can't sell RMC here. So maybe I go to TDD. We'll try that and see if we can sell there. If not, I guess I'm heading back to Area 18. 2 for 2? I didn't miss the train. It was waiting for me. Ooh, what was that? Yeah, so obviously I did say beforehand that this would be a good place to sell because the admin terminal is right near Habs. I don't think I've ever really tried selling salvage here except for the weapons that I had. Sometimes I'd sell them here. I always tended to go to Area 18. It's just with the duping bug and then being able to just buy and sell Hercules full of the material. It's so hard to sell to Area 18 that I thought I would try here. So this is something new for me, but I could have sworn I'm supposed to sell at admin. So if it doesn't work here at TDD and it's not working, I'm just going to go back to the place I know. I'm going to go back to Area 18. So if you are doing this and you've come from the spaceport, you come down that line, just go up to this green line here. This is where you're supposed to go. If this works, if not, oh, look at this. Holy smokes, 3 in a row. Did CIG change it to actually make trains wait for you? As opposed to, I was sure a programmer made it that if they detected you running down that hallway, they'd produce a train that was just about to leave so you could always watch it. Because that's basically my experience with the trains in this game, but this is much better. Only a minute, assuming the server doesn't glitch out and I don't just keep riding this train off into oblivion. Again, I wish it was daytime so you could kind of enjoy the sights, although I do like the look of the city. I would wish there was drivable roads that you could just drive vehicles around for fun. Speaking of vehicles, don't forget there is a referral bonus for any new player. So if you do not have a game account and you're looking to get one, use the code. There is a code up here, but there is a link in the videos of all my videos that guarantees that it will work. Get yourself a game package, and you're going to get yourself an Apoa Nox hover bike for free. That's upgradable, worth, I can't remember how much it was worth, 40, 45 bucks? Can't remember. But it's worth something. And also, lifetime insurance on that. And I haven't really driven the Nox around, but they're pretty fast. Pretty fun to drive. So, here we are. Giant gold statues. No expense spared for the dynasty of Hurston. Up we go. Let's see if this worked. Now, if you're looking for ship weapons, they sell them here. If you're looking for hand weapons, I think you can get a frag pistol, and that is about it. I don't think they sell a lot of weapons here. Understandable. They don't want an uprising of their indentured employees. Fingers crossed. If I can't sell here, I'm not going to have you follow me back to Area 18. We'll just go there. So, let's see. RMC down here. No demand. No demand. Okay, so if I select a location, at least I can sell here. There's just currently no demand because there's only 4,000 SU sellable at this location. So what you could do is you could kind of wait for a bit, wait for like 15 minutes and try again. Server hopping is not really an issue here at Lorville. And the reason why is because server hopping, you then have to get on the trains from the residences, get back to the spaceport, then come back on this line, and then try again and see. This is maybe why Area 18 is better when everything is full, is because then you can just go to your hab, like you do a server hop, and then from your hab you just run and check out the terminal. You can't sell, you do it again. Oh, I should have remembered that it was TDD, because I remembered everyone was standing in the TDD at Area 18 trying to sell this stuff. So that's it. I'm going to stand here and try to sell as much as I can. If I give up, I'll just go back to Area 18. So you will know in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we waited a bit and we've got some demand. 12 SU I can sell for 172,900. Hopefully. Let's see if that worked. So it's about 10 minutes of just waiting around. Not bad. 9 SU, another 129,700. So they're working. Perfect. And so there is still a slight demand for some more. So maybe I can get back to my ship and get those other ones out of the buffer and do this. But if we get back onto our train. Now, what is the chances the train's going to be waiting for us when we're there? Let's see. Let's see. I'm so excited. Also, I still got to get a drink because I am now at 53% drops and 85% hexagons and leaves, which I believe is hydration and protein. Hydration and belly. Maybe. Jump! Haha, I like that I jumped over the guard. He said keep moving. There's the train! Uh-oh. This does not bode well for me. That was from way far away. But I made it! With 1 second to spare. Oh. Things are coming up, puppet. Oh, do we still spin when we leave this place? Did they fix that? Do we still pirouette? Yes. No. Yes. Oh, maybe it's fixed. We used to just do this like weird 360 spin going down, but that seems to have been fixed. That's awesome. All right, now unfortunately, oh wait, I was gonna say unfortunately we got to take all those trains again, but no, because we're going right to the spaceport. So that means I only have to take this one train and then get to my hangar, and we're gonna unload the rest of that buffer, and then we're gonna get back on the train and we're gonna head back there and sell. But right now we are at 480,000, so we've made like 300,000 just on those sales. Is that my math right? Yeah, 300,000. That's awesome. So here's a question I have for everybody. In the update, when we get our personal hangars, the idea is that you have a button here that goes to your hangar, and if someone's in your party, they can go to your hangar, which, I mean, I think there should still be a whitelist that you could decide on. But if someone else isn't, it's like if they get in here, they got a couple seconds and then they disappear. If they manage to grab something in their hands by that point before they kind of get booted out, they keep it, I guess. I'm just wondering, like, I mean, on the one hand, I like that not everyone's going to be running into my hangar, because with the stuff you get, like the hangar decorations, like if you're taking part in Luminalia, you had things like your sextant you can put on your desk or whatever, wherever you're going to be able to put it. I don't know if they're going to have desks, but I kind of also like the idea that there is still the ability to pirate by like sneaking on someone's ship, and that's going to be gone. Like that gameplay of being able to sneak into a hangar and sneak on someone's ship without them noticing you. As much as I don't tend to pirate, whoa, what is going on? There we go. I still think it's too bad for the people that actually have tried that. So hopefully there's kind of a way around that. Hopefully there'd be a better way. I also wonder, with the new cargo elevators, they said other people are going to be able to get cargo from your hangars. If you have party members, they could call their items and their cargo from their cargo grid and put it in your ship. But what happens if I am unloading my ship and I'm loading into my cargo grid on my cargo elevator, and one of my party members pushes store? Is that their goods or is that my goods? I have to think about that. How many of these do I have left? 5 more, including this one. Perfect. So we're going to make a bit more money. About another 100,000. This is going to be a good haul. I'm going to be happy with this. Yeah, panels. They're the way of the future. Well, they were not the way of the future. They are back again. I do like panels. They have always been pretty awesome as far as a way to make money. And so we'll just put these all here, and then... Oh, it's not moving again. There we go. Ow! Ooh. Ow. So, when my dog had her surgery, she was wiggly, and she's heavy, and because of that, I tore my rotator cuff, and it's not getting better. And somehow, using a mouse hurt my rotator cuff. I got a space injury. 0.23 left. Not bad. Oh, also, I guess I should point this out. If you're a new player, you're taking part in Foundation Fest, you don't know. So I hold 1, and that gives me a mouse wheel that I can then select my weapons from. In an armistice zone, you can't do that. So you have to hit, it used to be 4, I have to hit 5. That pulls out your multi-tool. Hold R puts it away. So if you need to know how to do that inside. And it's not just an armistice zone, but it's like in your ship. I don't believe I can do that out here. Let's try. Oh, that let me do it here. Okay, can I still operate it? But I can operate it. I'm not able to fire my beam while I'm out here, so that is the difference. Now I'm trying to put it away, and it's not letting me. What if I hit 4, which is this? Hit R, put that away. There we go. So, yeah, it used to be C for MedPen. Now MedPen is 4. And, why did it go all the way this round? And then 5 is your multi-tool, tractor beam. I don't know what else might be on there. Cutting tool, maybe. So, I'm going to head back to TDD. Maybe I'll catch the train again, but I've done it so many times, you don't need to see that. Let's just see the final sale. What did I get? So it's just dropped down now, but my hydration was at 50 and my food was at 80. Wasn't it?
Please watch your step when
Wasn't it lower when I just talked about it a moment ago? Maybe not. Maybe I'm losing my brain. I don't know. I mean, I will know when I'm editing. But right now, that's confusing me. Now it just went to 48. So we're going to go sell our last little bit. Now, no one else was standing by the terminals when I left. So I feel confident that I'm going to be able to sell. I feel confident that... I don't know. Is the demand shared across all servers? Maybe. We'll find out. 9 more SCU. I think that's what I had. Should be good. Should make a tidy profit and be well on my way to buying something nice. And then after this, I think I'm gonna go do a little more Foundation Fest stuff, as well as mow my lawn, which I am avoiding, but we'll do that. All right, Vulture can still sell 9 SCU, another 130,000. Confirm. Well, technically 129,700. So there we go. How much money did we make? Look at our end profit. Over 500,000 now. 510,336 SU. So awesome. Why is the Pisces the ship that is showing up there? That is odd. Cool. I think I'm happy with that, and I am enjoying getting back in the verse. Taking it easy, taking it slow, but I'm glad to be back. Hopefully you missed me, because I missed all of you. And so I'm going to call it here. And once again, thank you so much for your support. Hopefully you've liked and subscribed. And I hope to see you all soon in the verse. Goodbye, everybody.